Welcome to the Transitions Daily podcast. Transitions Daily is an online recovery group that offers a daily distribution of popular recovery resources accompanied by a secret Facebook group for discussion. We hope you enjoy today's readings.
This is Transitions Daily for October 8th, read by Cindy L. from Fort Worth, Texas. AA thoughts for the day. Single purpose. We enjoy certain advantages which should make our task of self-restraint relatively easy. There is really no good reason for anyone to object if a great many drunks get sober. Nearly everyone can agree that this is a good thing. If, in the process, we are forced to develop a certain amount of honesty, humility, and tolerance, who is going to kick about that? If we recognize that religion is the province of the clergy and the practice of medicine is for doctors, we can helpfully cooperate with both. Certainly, there is little basis for controversy in these areas. It is a fact that AA has not the slightest reform or political complexion. We try to pay our own expenses, and we strictly mind our single purpose. Bill W., 12 Concepts for World Service, page 69. Thought to consider. While it isn't always easy, if I keep it simple, it works. Acronyms. God. Group of drunks. Just for today. The pervasive we from he lived only to drink. More important, I came to believe that I cannot do this alone. From childhood, despite the love I experienced, I had never let people, even those closest to me, inside my life. All my life, I had lived the deepest of lies, not sharing with anyone my true thoughts and feelings. I thought I had a direct line to God, and I built a wall of distrust around myself. In AA, I faced the pervasive we of the 12 steps and gradually realized that I can separate and protect my sobriety from outside hazards only inasmuch as I rely on the sober experience of other AA members and share their journey through the steps to recovery. Alcoholics Anonymous, page 451. Daily reflections, daily inventory, and when we were wrong, promptly admitted it. Alcoholics Anonymous, page 59. I was beginning to approach my new life of sobriety with unaccustomed enthusiasm. New friends were cropping up, and some of my battered friendships had begun to be repaired. Life was exciting, and I even began to enjoy my work, becoming so bold as to issue a report on the lack of proper care for some of our clients. One day, a coworker informed me that my boss was really sore because a complaint submitted over his head had caused him much discomfort at the hand of his superiors. I knew that my report had created the problem and began to feel responsible for my boss's difficulty. In discussing the affair, my coworker tried to reassure me that an apology was not necessary, but I soon became convinced that I had to do something, regardless of how it might turn out. When I approached my boss and owned up to my hand in his difficulties, he was surprised, but unexpected things came out of our encounter, and my boss and I were able to agree to interact more directly and effectively in the future. As Bill sees it, ourselves as individuals. There is only one sure test of all spiritual experiences. By their fruits, ye shall know them. This is why I think we should question no one's transformation, whether it be sudden or gradual. Nor should we demand anyone's special type for ourselves, because experience suggests that we were apt to receive whatever may be the most useful for our own needs. Human beings are never quite alike, so each of us, when making an inventory, will need to determine what his individual character defects are. Having found the shoes that fit, he ought to step into them and walk with new confidence that he is, at last, on the right track. Grapevine, July 1962, 12 and 12, page 48. Big Book quote. Though there is no way of proving it, we believe that early in our drinking careers, most of us could have stopped drinking. But the difficulty is that few alcoholics have enough desire to stop while there is yet time. Alcoholics Anonymous, 4th edition, More About Alcoholism, page 32. 24 hours a day. AA thought for the day. There is such a thing as being too loyal to any one group. Do I feel put out when another group starts and some members of my group leave it and branch out into new territory? Or do I send them out with my blessing? Do I visit that new offshoot group and help it along? Or do I sulk in my own tent? AA grows by the starting of new groups all the time. I must realize that it's a good thing for a large group to split up into smaller ones, even if it means that the large group, my own group, becomes smaller. Am I always ready to help new groups? Meditation for the day. Pray and keep praying until it brings peace and serenity and a feeling of communion with one who is near and ready to help. The thought of God is balm for our hates and fears. In praying to God, we find healing for hurt feelings and resentments. In thinking of God, doubts and fears leave us. Instead of those doubts and fears, there will flow into our hearts such faith and love as is beyond the power of material things to give, and such peace as the world can neither give nor take away. And with God, we can have the tolerance to live and let live. Prayer for the day. I pray that I may have true tolerance and understanding. I pray that I may keep striving for these difficult things. Hazelden Foundation, P.O. Box 176, Center City, Minnesota, 55012. I'm Cindy L., and I'm an alcoholic.
We hope you enjoyed today's readings. You can also receive Transitions Daily via email and discuss today's readings in our secret Facebook group. So for more information, go to dailyaaemails.com today.
Other than the 24 hours a day reading, unless otherwise specified, all quotes copyright Alcoholics Anonymous World Services, Inc., 1952 through 2001.